But you don't have to share your screen now, Maria. We can
Okay.
we could probably do it when we start. We'll do like 5 minutes intro.
Okay, good.
Are you in Bali?
Yes.
Nice. I'm right now in Dahab, Egypt.
Do you hear any noise from my side? No?
No.
Okay, because it's a bit rainy. So
Oh, okay, that's good. But
it
no, I
could
don't
it,
hear it.
it could be very loud. Yeah.
Okay. We'll put everyone to sleep with the rain in the background.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Relaxed.
Yeah, yeah. And Arena, make sure to post the forum on the Zoom chat if she's listening, because that's what I'm going to say. The link to fill out the questionnaire.
Guys, you're in.
Cool.
Let's start.
All right, so we're just waiting for some people to come in. Okay. So we are right now live on YouTube, and we are going to begin. So if you are joining us, this is an exciting, in a way, workshop to learn the steps with lending. And this will be brought to us by Ava, who is here, Maria. So feel free to say hello. And one important thing is we are going to collect questions. So we have a STON and EVAA token giveaway up to $300 for the top 5 questions we choose. So there will be a link sent on YouTube, probably on Twitter as well. You will see a link where you will fill out your a questionnaire, asking your question and putting your contact info with your wallet. So that will be available for you at 4:20. We're going to take those questions. So you guys got right now just under around 16 minutes to ask your questions. We'll pick the top 5. So at the very end, we'll answer that and send that reward. Maria, welcome. You are part of Ava. I myself am part of STON.fi, head of developer relations. We're the leading DEX on TON, the automated market maker where you swap tokens and add to our liquidity pools, right? You can earn yield from our pools. But Ava, Maria, you can maybe tell a bit about yourself and Ava.
Yep. Hey, nice to see you guys today. My name is Maria, and I'm a Chief Operation Officer at EVAA Protocol. And with my team, we built the decentralized liquidity and lending protocol, which is built on TON, and you can use this as a Telegram mini app or web version. And the conception is quite simple. You as a user can provide liquidity to the protocol to earn yield. The tokens such as stablecoins, like Athena stablecoins, like USDE, which recently came to TON. And of course, TON itself, several various types of LP tokens and meme tokens too. So you can check our pools and see what we suggest. Of course, it's getting more interesting in terms of interest rates when you can leverage your assets. So that means you can, like with EVAA and STON.fi as example, you can build your strategies on how to leverage your assets and how to earn more yield than you were able to do without us, without these programs, I would say. So today I want to cover the several things. Like first thing is, what is the looping strategy itself? How, like the second thing is how STON.fi and EVAA combo works. The third thing is where the yield comes from. I'll get deeper into the details. I'll show you all the things you need to know to understand how it works and how to manage your position wisely. So let's see what the risks are, what the potential yields are. Let's dive deeper into this.
Yeah, and when you're talking about like where to find yields, I guess we can even kind of like talk a bit about how there's, in a way, around what, three core yield options in DeFi. So this could, take a step back. So that would be validator nodes, right? When using TON stakers. So every time we do a transaction, that gas fee goes to this proof of stake mechanism where you're earning yield from that gas by staking your TON. There's also DEXs like STON.fi, where there's usually around 0.2% fee off swaps that goes to the pool providers. That's another yield generation event there. And then there's like perpetual DEX. There's pools for longing and shorting. And I believe with now where you guys come in, then the lending strategies is to utilize those type of yield areas, right, Maria?
Yep. The main concept then we can combine the several sources of like market possibilities. I mean, like as a universal protocol, we can use these like market tokens as collaterals. So people can earn the first part of their interest. Let's say on on the one product side, they can hold these tokens and use it as a leverage to like borrow different assets. Like our strategy will get deeper and to repeat the circle. So we can combine these market opportunities. And
Cool.
yep.
Cool. And so we're going to be able to see this sort of the step process in a demo. We can start that actually now, but also don't forget everyone, put your questions down for the reward. We'll be answering them at the very end. So just a second reminder. Yeah, let's get into the demo. I'm excited. You can share your screen. Let's see it. So what we'll be seeing is how to use liquidity provision tokens. That's an LP you get from STON.fi pool, and we're going to see that process on how you can lend that. And let's begin. Looking forward to it.
Yep. So let's get deeper. Right now you can see the EVAA interface, and it is the main dashboard. Here you might find like several pools. Each pool represents the assets you may find here. Like the main pool is mostly about TON and USDT variations. USD variations. The stable pool is for like more like stable looping strategies, mostly between stable coins. Like this is the pool you're looking for. That is liquidity providers pool. That means, for instance, we can find our token here. We're going to talk about STON.fi V2 today. STON.fi TON/USDT LP token. So you can find it right here with this symbol. And you may see that it's right now with the current interest rates, it provides around 20.5% APY. And let's see how that works. So I'm gonna get to the details on how the APY is formed. And then we'll follow the steps and I'll show you how to complete this strategy, like how to complete all the necessary steps. So first of all, to begin with, you need to have TON and USDT. You can get it in several ways. And the first step, when you have these assets, you need to provide TON and USDT to STON.fi liquidity pool, and then you'll get LP token. So that step itself will give you around like 10% APY. You can see the numbers. We have also listed it right here for your convenience. And I would love to mention that the percentage is has a dynamic value, and you can see the reference value, like 30 days average, 7 days average, and 1 day average. So the formula combine these, let's say, liquidity, interest, and then on top of this, once you perform the looping strategy, the looping steps on EVA, you will earn additional, like around 10% APY. Let's see how that works. Let's go. We can just follow the interface and open STON.fi app. So once you open the STON.fi app, you have to connect your wallet. This is an easy step. I would just skip, and we tap add liquidity. So right here, I want to provide like 50% of USDT, 50% of TON assets. Let's play with like 50 USDT. And it automatically calculates that I have to provide 31 TON. Okay, I have this on my wallet. Let's continue. So, okay, preview my liquidity provision. Okay, it's like around 99, like $100 altogether. Estimated pool share with chain fee. Okay, let's move on. Now I'm gonna confirm the transaction. Okay, we have the cat.
Oh, your cat.
She's gonna be a part of the demo, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how this works. Okay, this part is completed. Now we can go back to EVA and complete the second step. So the second step says supply TON USDT LP to EVA. Let's do this. How can I do this? I can just simply tap supply more because I already supplied a bit. So let's follow. Okay, let me check that everything is in my wallet. One moment. Okay, no, I don't have it yet. I think I got it now. Okay. Yep, we have this. I check all the details. So here we see that, okay, I supply this amount, and my health factor is gonna be higher than now. Utilization rate, gas fee. Let's move on. Yeah. The transaction is in progress.
And something to add, when you were showing adding liquidity on STON.fi, this arbitrary provision button at below, you can actually also, if you don't have any TON, you just have USDT, you can place it on there and it will buy and swap for you the half of your USDT. So it's also another neat little UX function we have on STON.fi. I just wanted to bring up.
All right, here we have the success, and what we have done now. Now we have provided the liquidity to EVA. That means we now have the collateral. So you can see here, STON.fi, the amount you have provided, and right here, the health factor is green. The health factor, so you can always find all the details here on EVA site to make sure you understand what you do. And so that is the certain scale of your account health. What is account health? Account health means if it is green, you have like super low risk of the potential liquidation. Once you use our protocol, you need to make sure that the value of the deposit is higher than the value of your loan. So you should always keep an eye on this green on this green element of the interface, and it's good when it's green. It's good when it's yellow. When it's getting red, make sure you check your risk factors, and you just maybe reform your strategy. You check what you do and calculate all the potential market fluctuations. So okay, we're good now. I have supplied this amount of STON.fi token, and now that my deposit has some power. What is the power? We can check this parameter LTV. That means loan to value ratio. So now I can use my deposit and it stays on EVA side, but I can have 79% of this value on my wallet. I can borrow this. And so that means this works as a collateral. It stays on EVA. I can have 79% back to my wallet. And so we're going to leverage this exactly like this amount, lower amount, to earn more, to raise our interest. So as you remember, I applied some assets to STON.fi, and now I can get more assets by borrowing on EVA, and I can supply to STON.fi again. So that is a looping. Let's do this. Let's follow these steps. Okay, I'm gonna as you remember, I supplied 50 USDT and like 39 I think ton. Now I would keep it safe. I would borrow like 20 USDT. Okay. So the transaction is in progress. It's gonna be done in a minute, and we don't have to wait. We can continue. It's gonna be good. Then I'm gonna do the same thing for ton. As you remember, I need to have two assets. Okay, borrow more. Let's do like maybe 17, 15 ton. Okay, 23 is good. Okay.
So right now you are receiving both TON and USDT now in your TON Keeper wallet for those watching. Yeah.
Yep. So right now, I'm kind of increasing my working deposit. So what I gonna do next to increase this working deposit? Now I got money in my wallet, money in my pockets. Let's go back and let's supply again. Okay. So now I can supply, let's say I want to supply, I got 20 more bucks. And I want to supply to STON again, provide this liquidity. And confirm. Oh, all right. Okay, I've got more money. Let me see. Not yet. I just need one more minute. So, pum, pum, pum. Let's see. Yep. So now I have more LP. So I just add another $40 to the pool. And that means I have increased my collateral. I can complete the second loop. I can just borrow TON and USDT again and stay safe. Then add it to STON.fi and earn another like 10% on the new deposited part. So that means we can play with it. And based on your risk appetite, you can build a strategy you want to. For instance, so transaction is going to be successful. Let's not wait. For instance, with two only loops, you can reach 20% APY. So two loops mean you complete these exactly steps two times. So this is the way on how you can leverage your assets. And my health factor is quite safe right now. If you want to have a bit risky position, you can just go straight to, let's say, like 20% health factor. That means just borrow more USDT, borrow more TON, and you will still good. On EVA, you can follow like the health factor manually, or you can use our Telegram mini app, and we have our bot which sends you notifications on Telegram when your health factor reaches, let's say, 5%. So we have like this 5% and 2% step when we message you, and you can get the notification like when the price market goes down, let's say your collateral loses the value. That means you need to rethink your position and add some more collateral to stabilize your strategy. But these details are quite important. If you just don't have enough collateral, you use like the full potential of the money you have. But it is your choice to play safe and still build earn.
And I guess if I wanted to stop my looping strategy, simply I would just withdraw what was initially supplied, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and another thing to add too, I guess like for the health score risk too, I think on your other page you were showing 85% is the liquidation threshold, and so we can kind of remember where that was. Yeah, right there. So there's another way to calculate it for those listening too, is you divide your borrowed money, right, by your collateral amount that you initially put in. And then that gives you the health score. So like what you put would probably been roughly 0.3, it would come out. So like 30 or 25%. So well below the threshold. But it's very good to, make sure to always pay attention of that threshold. If you see maybe the token dropping, or in this case with LP, sometimes going way up TON can cause a problem because there's permanent loss in the TON pool. TON rising that value in the pool doesn't rise as much. So something always to check out. Do a reposition if you think you're getting close to that 85% threshold, right? Or take your supply out for the time being and maybe re-put it in. But yeah. But I thought very good, Maria. Very understandable. And so that's pretty cool that, you know, you can increase yield. Remember, everyone listening, we're not no investment advice here. This is just kind of showing how you do it. It's really up to you guys to plan your looping strategy and how much risk you want to do it. I think, let's see, it's 26 after. I believe I should be getting the questions. Okay, I have the top 5 questions on me that we have picked. So if you are, whoever's listening, if you're one of the 5, congratulations. Okay, so we're going to start here. The first one is, how does the integration between STON.fi and EVAA help STON DeFi grow into a more modular and efficient ecosystem for users? Well, should I take this one, Maria, or?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, the basically what's great, what's great about EVAA and STON.fi, I kind of think of us as peanut butter and jelly, right? You need both to have additional yield when you're doing DeFi strategies. So that's really the cool feature we're showing you here. Allowing you to use your LP tokens as collateral, because it adds to more of the DeFi functionality. Because remember, with EVAA, you get to have access to our DEX with lending strategy, which in the end both supports both our projects to keep, you know, we're a business that also needs to be sustainable, making sure we're bringing better and better features to you guys. I hope that kind of answered it. But you know, more modular and efficient ecosystem. Yeah, I guess that would be UX and ways to improve UX. I think Ava's doing a great job, but I'm sure you guys are always finding ways to potentially improve that flow. Do you guys are ever planning vaults, Maria, where maybe it's already a pre-looping vault that's already ready for the user? You guys diving into that, or maybe?
I would say, I would answer like this: we're diving into this for sure, but the further information is confidential.
Okay, okay. Because that could be one way, right? To make it more efficient, having maybe conservative vaults already programmed or something, right? Okay, so the next question is, with STON.fi and EVAA working together, what new strategies or use cases do you expect traders and liquidity providers to benefit from the most in 2025? I was thinking, I mean, what pops in my mind here is the Athena pool, right? Um, so I I like you know, USDE and doing like I've done that way of a strategy using Ava with Athena. I I I think that's a very, you know, with the market, you know, kind of volatile right now. You know, doing strategies with a stable coin like the dollar with Athena, right? A yield bearing token, is a very conservative thing to do. So I'm always a fan of uh, uh, for 2025 using Athena, and I guess you can even showcase there too, right? Your Athena, yeah, USDE right there, right?
Yes,
Yeah, so TSUSD. So there's also similar approach with the steps I recall with the UX. But I think, you know, I think that could be a benefit for liquidity providers, and you know, with a market, you could consider we're in a bear market, right? Okay, third question. When using looping strategy on Ava with STON.fi liquidity, what metrics should an average user monitor in real time to avoid liquidation during volatile periods on TON? I think there was a bit you answered that, Maria, about you had a bot, right? That will on
Oh,
Telegram, right? That will also
yeah.
tell the house score. Maybe you can
Yeah.
add more on for this question.
I think we can recap on this. And so first of all, you should monitor your strategy. So you should follow your strategy, and then you will set the certain risk and the amount of time you can devote to this looping strategy. But so here is the basic. You know the market price, and so first of all, you want to keep your position safe. That means you provide liquidity, and then you don't borrow like till like all the 79% as I showed. You can borrow like 60% and you're gonna be good. And then you will see the interest rate. So the interest rate is one of the most important things. So here is the dynamic calculation of the loop APY. So you're just gonna make sure it doesn't go down that much. And as for now, we have this historical data, which you can see, and you can build your strategy based on this. You can trust the history, and you can see what's going on today. So this is what you can see to calculate what you get. So basically, this is the percent you get. Yeah, just let's look deeper. This is the percent you get. And you, as a borrower, you have a percent to pay to EVA, and it shows right here. So for borrowing tone, you pay 3.5%. This is also dynamic. And to see how it changes, you can open like borrow organic APY, historical rates. Like on average, it is around 3.5%, but there might be some fluctuation when the pool is like being rebalanced. Let's say some whale provided more tons, or somebody borrowed a lot of tons. So you may see these fluctuations, but please don't be scared. Once the market's getting normal, you're gonna get like pretty stable APY rate, and it's gonna keep your strategy safe. So it could be like a daily fluctuation, like only like one day long. Don't worry that much. You can check the graph, and you will know what to expect after sometimes after a few hours. And of course, this is, I just want to get deeper, so I make sure you understand everything. This is the USDT interest. And you want to understand that this is the amount you pay to the platform right now. And once you get deeper, you see that the stated APY includes 4.92% that you pay in the borrowed token. So the body of your loan is going to be increased. And here, right now, we provide a cashback in EVA tokens. That means you get 1.29% yield paid in EVA on your EVA balance. So you can claim this, you can collect this first, you can claim this and sell it on market price. And that is how your interest rate combined, and how it works for you. So you want to understand this metrics. You want to know what to do when it's getting lower, when it's getting upper, and you want to monitor this. And it's not easy to monitor all of like these three things together. So we have this net APY. That means this is the overall profitability or unprofitability of your isolated account. So right now we see it is being red, and it is like minus 3.39 something. Don't worry about this. We do not include the APR you earn on STON.fi side. So as you remember, it is around like 10% you earn. And with these borrowing positions, you pay 3.39. That means you're like 6.6, almost 6.6 profitable. So once you increase the looping, you're getting more profitable. And that is what is depicted in the formula. So that is how you earn this positive value. So you can always monitor these numbers and understand how everything works. So the price, the APY rates, which are dynamic, the health factor. The health factor keeps you safe. If if health factor goes to 0, your position are subject to be liquidated. We don't want this. And of course, it's going to be like, if you miss something, something happens to market, the value of your collateral like can go down, and the value of your borrowed position can get higher. That means your loan getting under collateralized, and your position can be partially liquidated, and you lose a part of it. Then it is like being rebalanced, and if you don't act, you can lose everything. But it is, I would say, highly unlikely, due to the like token correlation. I mean that TON and this LP token are correlated in price, and this is quite safe to
More
look.
conservative.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll go with the next question here. Many looping strategies look profitable on paper until fees and execution speed change the outcome. What are the hidden costs users often overlook when looping on TON, and how can they reduce them? So you kind of actually were showcasing that a bit earlier. With the net APY, right? Because that's a cost there that goes to the borrowed pool, right? To the suppliers. But I feel you guys showcased that quite well, you know. And then, like you said, it's minusing what's on STON.fi and the loop APY, right?
Sorry, Ethan, could you please repeat the initial question again?
Sure. So many looping strategies look profitable on paper until
Uh-huh.
fees and execution speed change the outcome. What are the
Okay.
hidden costs users often overlook when looping on TON? Yeah.
Definitely, I want to mention that you should think on your on the amounts you want to work with, and on the time scale you build a strategy for. This is quite important because gas fee is the thing you need to calculate once you are building your position. I mean that it would be much better to work with, let's say, 1000 USD and like around the same value of ton once providing liquidity. That means you just don't pay that one like, let's say, 1 cent of ton, one cent of, I mean, 10 cents of ton per each transaction. Once you're playing with small amounts, it is a significant part of it, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's say I just have deposited like 20 USDT and I paid 10 cents of ton. So I don't want to pay $1 per transaction as a gas fee when I play with small amounts. So my personal choice when I do these strategies, like when I follow these strategies, I try to accumulate money and I just do like a larger transaction that cuts a lot of hidden fees. And I just I keep it at least for a month, not less.
And also about impermanent loss, especially with this example, right? With this is a STON.fi pool, and so the pools can have impermanent loss. And for those who don't know what that is, uh, in the TON USDT pool, it's always balanced to be 50-50. So if TON goes up, it's swapping more USDT to match it. So when TON goes up, there is a little, it also goes up the value of the pool, but not as much if you held TON like alone, just TON itself. But the same thing happens in reverse. When TON goes down, the pool will buy up more USDT and rebalance your position again. And so you actually, the pool doesn't lose as much if you were just holding TON. So that's the idea of permanent loss. Like permanent loss isn't really that bad of a thing. I think it's a more conservative approach in general because you're not, if the token does drastically go down, you're not losing as much, right? But you're not gaining as much if it goes like 10x. Instead, you get less a gain. But you can also keep that in mind if you're especially doing the LP. So those listening doing the LP strategies, that always pools has a little bit of impermanent loss, but it's an okay thing. Yeah. Okay, last question. When applying a looping strategy on EVA, what key indicators should users monitor to determine the optimal leverage point before the risk of liquidation outweighs the capital efficiency benefits? That's a good question.
I think we kind of answered this question before. Like, what key metrics should the user monitor?
Yeah, going in the health score red, right? Like right here, the health score, if it gets like low under, like, I guess, I guess we can't give a strategy of what risk you want to take, but maybe the color scheme is a smart approach, Maria, or
Yep.
of the health score.
Yes, actually, you've been telling previously about this. Let me show you. So we have mentioned this liquidation threshold, and so that calculation is not that complicated for the user because everything is calculated once we show this health factor. Once we calculate this health factor, everything is considered already. And you can check this metric. That is quite enough. And keep it higher than like 10, 20%, depends on your risk.
But see, that outweighs the capital efficiency benefit. Maybe they're referring to when the net APY can somehow go too high, where it's not worth it, or maybe the STON pool goes to only 1% or something, yield, or 20, like, monthly yield or something. Maybe those are the factors to check, right? Let's say the swaps on STON.fi go down quite a lot, and so then there's less yield coming from the pool. Then you would maybe recheck, okay, should I be borrowing? Maybe my net APY is too high because this pool isn't giving enough yield anymore. So I guess that could be one way also to check, right? But it does, when you're doing looping, go ahead, Maria.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that the pool activity is quite important, but yeah, this numbers like I mean the interest the interest rate is dynamic and everything is shown and it's quite easy to monitor.
And then you have the bot for notifications. You know what I was doing when I was looping? I was using ChatGPT to give me notification. I knew the prices in mind of what would liquidate me, and so I would have ChatGPT notify me the price. You would just of TON. So if it ever get to a certain level, I'd recheck my EVA. That's how I was doing it. But yeah, but cool about the bot. I'm gonna check that out. Maybe you can also share. I don't know where we can share that, but maybe one of our social media from our Twitter posts, we can share your bot underneath its event, because I also would like to try that out for the notifications.
Yeah. It is not the special, not such a kind of special bot. So every EVA user who is working on like via Telegram mini app will get these notifications in case of something, in case of health factor drops.
Health factor drops, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, okay, so that's how it is.
You just need to make sure you have authorized via Telegram mini app. Because with the only web version, we can do this. We don't have this data. So once you use Telegram mini app, we are being allowed to send you a notification about these service things, important account state and everything. And we don't do any any posts there. Only like very special things.
Yeah, I was doing it the manual way. Well, I could have just got the notification from the health score. Okay, great. Good to know now. I guess, yeah, okay, yeah.
I just also wanted to add that it is quite important to like monitor the activity of like which builds the interest rate on STON.fi side, and like the TON price and like USDT is quite stable. And I would also add that LP token, like STON.fi token price is like 50% correlated with STON price and 50% correlated with USDT price. And that means that fluctuation on like TON price automatically reflected on STON.fi LP token. And that means, let's say, if your collateral goes like upper, like the 50% of your borrow position goes upper in value, and if the collateral, like if TON goes down, your collateral goes down, and like the 50% of the borrowed positions goes down. It works together. That is not risky. If that works, like imagine if it had worked vice versa, that would be a risky thing. But when these assets go like together, that is quite safe strategy. When you keep the health factor safe, and when you have just enough deposit. And like I would say, like the final advice to keep it even more safe, you can just on top of the supplied STON.fi, you can supply another like token, another token to even increase your deposit, and you will always see health factor green, and you will not worry at all. So that is what my strategy is. I always supply extra. So I can sleep.
Okay.
Quite.
Nice. Well, thank you very much, Miriam. Maybe what we'll do is we'll end on if you have maybe with EVAA, you have any new interesting updates you can give to the listeners. Maybe something new that you're expecting or something you launched recently. That'd be great.
Oh, yep. We're hardly working actually right now, and so this is the end of the season, and we're gonna launch something in December. The next big update is gonna be related to the cross-chain bridge, and
No. Cool.
yeah. We are on the testing phase right now, and we're quite excited about this. Because I would love to have everything set like in our app, so it is really convenient. We now like have swap integrated, we're gonna have the bridge, and it's gonna be really easy to move your assets, to move your like tokens, move your USDT on TON, and so then send it to other networks. So it's gonna be pretty convenient, and right now we are building this. And then I would share that then we gonna launch the strategies which are gonna make your capital more efficient, such as high efficiency mode. That means like with the same amount of collateral of deposit provided, you will have the special mode when you can borrow even more. Let's say, but it would only work with correlated tokens. For instance, you like we have like in the main pool, we have USDT here, and we have USD here, and these assets are quite stable. And right now there is like 74% LTV, loan to value, but with high efficiency mode, you will be able to use like, let's say 90+% of your collateral. You will be able to borrow this, and it's gonna be safe. And more updates are coming. I would stop on this.
Yeah, and with STON.fi, this week we launched our DAO, which is quite cool. So if any of you who have staked STON, or you can stake STON right now on our staking function on STON.fi, you can also participate in our DAO, which is quite cool. So you can place proposals that, if approved, we work on it, right? So there's also, we definitely want to hear ideas of utility models for TON too. That will be pretty cool. So our DAO is quite fun. I'm already checking out the first proposal I saw, like I posted today. And what else? We have any day now, we're going to launch a widget now for the swap widget, which will be much easier for anyone to integrate. Few lines of code, you can put it right on your web app. So we're pretty excited for that. On the DevRel side, we really like that because it'll be much easier to help a number of projects who just want to integrate swap functions with their protocol. Okay, I think that's it. Maria, thank you a ton for coming on and showcasing it. This was really cool because I even learned a little bit too. And I think I'm a DeFi expert, but I'm not always a DeFi expert when I get to see you run through it all with your product. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for hosting this AMA. Thank you everybody who has joined us. That is so great to have you here, to have such evenings.
Yeah, yeah. And then for those that wrote the questions, you'll be hearing from one of our colleagues at STON.fi to send you those tokens. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Maria. Have a good Thursday evening or morning wherever you are in the world.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye.